What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be checking out The Encounter, the full movie, the 2010 film that you guys have been telling me to check out. We're going to check this film out. If you guys want any other Christian type of content on here, please comment down below and let me know, and we'll check it out. The Encounter 2010. Let's go. This is going to be an interesting movie. I heard very good things about it. 1 minute. Great. So she's walking in a forest and stuff. Okay. Alright. Oh, look out! Is he gonna hit her by accident?
Hey!
Oh, okay.
Hey!
Huh.
Don't.
Maybe we can get a counselor or something.
You just don't get it, do you? I don't want to be your wife.
Oh!
I want to be me for a while.
I'm not stopping you from being you.
It'll be a fresh start for the both of us.
I don't want a fresh start.
It's gonna be an interesting movie. A lot of you guys said this was really good, so I'm definitely gonna enjoy it, hopefully. What was that voice?
What are you doing? You're not picking her up.
Hey! What's wrong with you people?
Should have picked her up.
Is that the voice of Jesus? Is that Jesus, you guys?
Hey, get in. Where are you going? It doesn't matter. Just get in.
So, how long have you been out there?
All day.
That's terrible. I'm sorry. My name's Melissa.
I'm Kayla.
I have a feeling all these characters are gonna meet up somewhere, but we'll see.
Running away? So that either means yes?
I'm just passing through.
Well, there's a lot to pass through here.
I noticed. Where are you headed?
Winnemucca. My boyfriend's a mining engineer.
Cool.
Where are you headed?
That's a good question. She's been out there all day.
What do you say we stop in and get you a bite to eat?
Let's just keep going.
Oh no, this is just great.
I'm afraid you're gonna have to turn back, sir.
The detour told me to go this way.
Well, not until some bureaucrat.
Maybe had he picked that girl up, he would have been able to go through. Oh, there's another car. Is that the couple?
What's the problem, officer?
Roads out. We've got a flash flood warning.
Thanks for bringing me out here.
It's not my fault.
Ooh, the third car. Okay, so I'm thinking all of these people are gonna end up like going to the diner together. I think I know what's going on, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Fixing the hair. Going bald, guys.
It's just 20 miles from here.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Hey, aren't you Crusher Cochetti?
If I say yes, will you let me through? Does anyone have a working cell?
Mine broke when you almost ran me over.
I think they have a phone back at that diner. It was called Last Chance Diner.
There was a diner.
You guys can do whatever you want, but I'm gonna go back and check it out.
Last Chance Diner. Does that mean that's their last chance to, I guess, like... That's very interesting. Seems like a very eerie film so far. I'm trying to make sense of what's going on, but I think... We'll see.
Anybody home?
Down the road said you guys were closed.
It's a personal thing. You got a phone?
Do you have any coffee?
All I serve here is water.
This tastes great.
It's my own recipe. 2 molecules of hydrogen, 1 of oxygen.
This could be... Oh, I think I know what's going on. So the state trooper that turned them around could be Satan, who's been trying to keep them away from coming here. And this could be Jesus. I think I know what's going on. This is going to be interesting. This is definitely going to be interesting.
Can't say I rooted for you, though. But I can't lie, I do love your burgers.
Good for 2 Crusher burger meals.
Thanks, Mr. Crocetti.
Can we get some menus?
I'll just make whatever you want.
I was right.
Most people pronounce it Jesus.
I was right.
When I had the name Jesus, I'd be excited to know everything.
Try me. Would you like a menu? Hank.
Sure, thanks.
How did he know his name?
He called me Hank.
Well, that's your name, isn't it?
Yeah, but how you know?
Ladies, what would you like? I have a special knack for knowing exactly what people want.
Well, don't people want what they need?
Your recommendation, then, sir.
You would like sirloin tip on a bed of mashed potato.
That's what my mother always made me for my birthday.
Your mother loves you very much.
Why is this getting me emotional?
She died last year.
Doesn't mean she stopped loving.
Well, what about me?
I think you'd like a gigantic beef burrito, pico de gallo on the side.
How much is it gonna cost?
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
I pay my own way.
But how's this? All special orders are free.
If it's free, it must not be worth having. I'd like to ask how you're able to do it. This newspaper, it's 50 years old.
It reminds me of the original owner. Tell me, what's the most popular section of the newspaper?
The obituaries.
He would be in the obituaries himself.
I don't get it.
What will it be? Menu or special? So what do you think about a thick porterhouse steak? And don't forget a nice slice of cherry pie.
It's a good choice, Jesus.
I am here to serve. What would you like?
Fine, I'll have water.
Bacon cheeseburger and Diet Coke.
All I serve here is water.
Okay, I have water.
Go ahead. I don't care what you do anymore.
Yeah, I'll have French fries. How did you know my name?
Well, it's Hank, isn't it, Catherine? I know everything. I know all of you. And I've got a plan is believe in me.
So if you don't mind, we'll be leaving. Fine.
Where you going?
You can go with me.
You can't leave with my wife.
Dang, that sucks, man.
Thanks a lot, Jesus. My wife just left me.
She was going to leave you anyway. She'll be back.
Man, I was right.
What a bunch of craziness.
Where am I taking you, by the way?
Away from here. Silverton's fine. I can take a bus from there.
This car's not gonna start, is it?
I cannot believe we have just entered into the Twilight Zone.
Who are you really?
Who do you say I am?
You could be Jesus.
What's it going to take to convince you?
Anyone can get a fake ID these days.
Even you. I know everything. Visit her boyfriend, Paul. She thinks he's going to propose. Melissa, do you really want to marry a man? You're a woman. You're precious.
What about me, Jesus?
Oh, your wife no longer wants to be Mrs. Hank.
That's a tough pill to swallow.
It is true.
I can save your marriage. All you have to do is ask her.
Save my marriage, please, Lord Jesus.
Oh boy. Oh. Oh. It's gonna get me emotional.
I will walk to Silverton before I go back in there.
She seems to be the only one who's like not wanting to lean towards the fact that he is Jesus. Cause like, how does he know everything? You know? Never met these people. Nothing, none of that.
Back so soon? Car didn't start. Nick, I can offer you greater riches.
That's real good, Jesus.
Please. I meant what I said.
Is there somebody else? He can say if I'm married. He knows we're headed for divorce.
That puts him one up on you.
Did you eat all the bread?
Sorry, I was hungry.
Can we get some more bread?
There's plenty of bread there.
Wow.
How did you do that?
I'm Jesus.
Come with me, please.
Why don't you turn my water into wine?
That bread basket was empty.
I thought it was.
Doesn't that freak you out?
It was your idea to come here.
Yeah, that is true. She did want to come there. Wow. This is a really good movie so far, man. I don't know why it's getting me like a little emotional.
Well, how did he know that stuff about my boyfriend? We didn't talk about that in there.
It's not so bad here. There's free food and a warm place. I'm staying.
I would stay. It's called Last Chance Diner for a reason.
Your good book forgot to mention there'd be a chance of scattered shout. You can thank Gideons for that.
You were searching, Nick.
I was bored.
What is he searching for?
You opened the Bible. What were you looking for? It was after the death of your father.
Oh, that hits home.
How your father could be as proud of his fruit stand, hard-working people. And you know who was great? Your grandmother.
I never knew her. She died when I was little.
Your grandmother was a delight to my heart.
Oh. Wow.
In her last years, her most passionate prayers, Nick, were for you. If I hadn't intervened tonight, you'd be dead. You'd all be dead.
You're trying to take credit for saving our lives. Then you created the storm that caused the damage on the road.
I used to think like that.
That's what's responsible for the storm.
That's true.
to bring you all here tonight so that I could make this personal.
Why don't you tell me something amazing about myself?
You don't really want to leave your husband.
Our marriage is over.
He's been listening to my voice since he was 15.
I did. I wanted to, but
But Catherine wouldn't let you.
For all I know, she was gonna kill us.
I can't fault you, Catherine. But I can't fault you, Hank. I knew you wouldn't pick her up, so I asked another one of my servants.
Wow. Wow.
That's not the first time you heard my voice. You just keep listening. She wants to break up your marriage, Hank. You've got to be listening to me. Catherine, you've been out of it.
Are you saying I'm not a Christian? I go to church every Sunday.
I know. She's only going to the ladies' room.
Aren't you in the ladies' room as well?
But you can't make a joke about everything.
Go away, Hank.
I hope their marriage is better. Gotta put your faith in Jesus, man. Put your faith in Jesus.
I haven't had much to say.
I've given you a lot to think about, haven't I? I'll be right back.
Hank and I have been drifting apart for months now. I don't even know who I am anymore. Why am I telling you this?
Sometimes it's just easier to talk to a stranger.
That's true. But you need Jesus.
That man out there. That man who thinks he's Jesus.
He is Jesus.
Do you think he's Jesus? I mean, that you don't want to leave your husband?
Yeah.
I don't know what I just...
This is a heavy movie.
Well, then does it matter if he really is Jesus? Why don't you just listen to what he has to say? Like you can?
Thank you for picking up Kayla.
No, it's no problem.
I feel terrible.
You seem to be really buying this whole Jesus thing.
I'm a believer.
But do you believe in that guy?
And I've seen no evidence of him being crazy.
What do you do for a living?
Improvement company. Less than that.
God's been too generous to you.
You know, there's more to life than money.
That's true.
You know, that's not nice.
No, that's true too.
Am I lying? I mean, if that's your way of rewarding the faithful?
You wouldn't have anything if I hadn't put a stone in you. You and your buddies were racing up the hill, and you hit your foot on a stone just before you dove.
He knows everything.
It threw my footing off. It ruined my dive. I could have been a receiver.
You would have died at 14 years old.
You could have figured out a way to save him without breaking his hand.
And if he believed in me, he would see it for what it truly is. I'm not the one that put him on that path. I'm the one who saved him. You remember, Kayla?
What happened?
Nothing.
What you did to that poor girl is take care of my friend Hank.
He knows in deep of his heart, but he's enjoying his eternal life a whole lot.
Blow themselves up in your name today in the Middle East, telling the Israelites to kill the Canaanites.
Ooh. I don't remember him ever saying that.
Today we have a word, genocide. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. I want an answer.
I asked the Israelites to kill the Canaanites, and I cannot allow sin to go unpunished. I want you to thrive in unending peace and joy. For you a path of love and worship.
Don't seek your will, you kill us like you did the Canaanite.
If you abide in me and into glory,
Is that what heaven's like?
it's more than glory.
Oh, this actor is so good. So convincing. Not being Jesus, but like the way that he's delivering his lines and stuff. You know what I mean?
It's a place where there is no sufferings, there's no sadness, there's no pain.
What about me?
That's completely up to you. Why don't you tell Nick all about it?
The guy that I'd been dating broke up with me, so come home and just sleep and cry and...
Oh, here go the tear falls. Jeez. Oh.
Thinking about taking my own life and going to bed and never waking up. The phone rang. For whatever reason, I picked it up. And she would always talk about God and the Bible. So half an hour later, I was sitting in a movie theater. Turned out it was like a Christian film festival. And this movie the message was directed at me. And I remember
Like I'm tearing up right now.
at the end of the movie, a man went up and began to speak, and he talked about God's forgiveness and that how our real home was in the kingdom of heaven. I can't quite explain it. Something was happening to me in a theater.
The most important that you ever make in your whole life stands before you right now.
So I did.
Come unto me, all you who are weary, and I will give you rest.
Gonna take my life over some guy that broken up with me.
That's pretty wild.
If you trust me, you can't marry Paul.
But I love him.
I shouldn't say you can't, because you can. You have a very tender heart.
But he loves me, too.
Paul doesn't believe in me.
My mission to save him.
Really love him.
Yes, I do.
Then you'll let him go.
You do, obviously.
Feel about you the same way you feel about him.
Oh man, that must be tough to hear.
Right now, he thinks that you're exactly what he needs. He's gonna want something more. Instead of being the instrument that draws him to me, important that he loves me than loves you.
Well, then, maybe then we could
Melissa, Remember, I have wonderful things in store for you.
This is beginning to sound like Deal or No Deal.
Your cynicism is beginning to wear on all of us.
I was against you the minute you tried to run me over.
Nick, you're here for one reason.
I don't have anything to repent of.
Here honoring the prayers of your grandmother. I want you to be where your grandmother is.
And suppose I don't want that. That's the worst kind of blackmail.
Nick, you don't want to follow me, do you? Nick, what would be more unjust? Hell, on the other hand, is a place, Nick, where
Hell never sounded so appealing.
I hardly recognize this place. But it's not hell. Sunshine on spring day, there's the smell of flower.
This movie's so good, man. Wow.
Mention the horrible storms and floods.
And there's love.
How could we forget love?
There's no love in hell. No hope. There's just torment. Comes from within. Nobody goes into hell blindfold. Yield myself to everyone. Look at Satan. He stood before me in the very throne room of God. Gave himself over to pride.
It's very true.
Steal because they think they deserve, from bed to bed because they satisfy themselves that it costs.
That'll make you think. I hope Nick turns around by the end of the movie, man. I really do.
Can I get you anything else?
No, I'm great, thanks.
Enjoy your meals.
It's the best burger I've ever tasted.
This is the best salad I've ever tasted.
It's the first salad I ever wanted to taste.
Aren't you going to eat?
Food is to serve my father.
It tastes just like my mom's.
Would you like to join us? Or I promise not to mention unless you want to talk about it.
Okay. Wow, this is great.
Is it?
It's not too hot or mild.
Perfect?
Yeah.
Thanks. I get that a lot.
I'm not hungry.
Best deal you'll ever get.
Come on, man. Come on, Nick.
Thanks, but no thanks.
You wasted your time. Well, if he doesn't want it, can I have it?
All you have to do is ask.
I have asked.
Have I answered?
1 week, we'd be at my grandmother's.
Oh boy.
We'd be in child services or a foster home. It'd be different this time. She's a junkie. Junkies never change.
It's not true.
Yeah, when she was drunk and crying. What about me? Do you think she cared? Or if I was hungry? She'd never even let me leave her side when I was little.
Wow.
When I got just as dirty as her, people looked away.
I never turned away.
Or how about the time the guy robbed us and he cut me instead? I used to pray when I was little. Down at the mission taught me how.
He's a good man.
At least he cared. What did you do for us?
But right now she's with him.
At first I thought he was an answered prayer. Finally it looked like we were gonna have a normal home life.
And then
My mother and him got to fighting. It was worse than the streets. And then she'd lock him out of the bedroom and he'd look for a new place to sleep. Where were you then?
Died that night, you wouldn't have gone to a better place. Pocket. So he removed the clip. It's not the first time I saved your life. What do you want?
I just want to stop hurting.
You that all your problems will disappear overnight.
But over time they will.
Tell you that you'll have a peace and a purpose if you trust me. Will you follow me?
Come on, Kalo.
Yes.
Forgive all those people who, even as I forgive you.
Yes.
Oh, she was gonna kill him. Wow.
How can you ask me to do that?
Yeah, you have to forgive him.
Look what he's done to me. I paid a heavy price for your stepfather's sins. I want you to go back to Los Angeles. He needs to understand that there's a price that has to be paid.
Oh, man. Oh, what a great movie. What a great movie.
I want him to come to me so I can give him new life. All the anger and resentment, or just every relationship you have.
Maybe Nick will turn around. I really hope so, man. He really needs it. I really hope he turns around.
You have to abandon hate. Don't let anger steal your joy.
It's very true. Let it go.
I forgive him.
I forgive you.
Come on, Nick.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. What have I done to make you hate me?
I hate federal regulators. I hate sitting in coach. I don't want you. I don't need you.
Chill, man. Golly. Accept his gift.
I'm living the American dream. 9 Pro Bowl, 2 Super Bowl rings, a restaurant chain. I've got everything I want.
Not everything.
It's not love of money that keeps him away from me, Malik. It's pride.
That's what Satan has.
You show me someone without pride, someone who's taking more from society.
So that's what motivates you?
And look at my restaurants. That doesn't include my vendors. Every one of those families is doing better than mine did.
Did you feel secure?
I felt secure.
Why were you so embarrassed? You spent all your summers working with your father at a fruit stand. Everybody liked your father.
I got a lot of things from him.
When you were a child, everybody was pretty much the same. But when you got into high school, suddenly you were with the sons of... It all comes down to the summer for your sophomore year. And Bobby came. I saw you in your white apron.
I really hope he turns around, please.
You used to have an accent, Nick. You got rid of it. Coach didn't care whether you were rich or poor. Sports was your ticket.
Really want to mess with me?
It's your grandmother's recipe.
I don't remember her.
And then come flooding back, or even a taste.
Would you like to pray? And thank you for my grandma.
She never graduated from high school, but your grandmother, Nick, very special lady. You remember her, don't you? Move heaven and earth to reach you.
You put this memory in my head. What kind of weak-willed man do you think I am?
Opened himself up to unconditional love.
That's true. Come on, Nick.
There was never a wall between you and Sadie. Of unconditional love that remains in your heart.
I bought him a house.
Nick, some people feel guilty for things that they did. The question is, what are you gonna do about it? Moments and incidents of your life. Kayla stepped out of death and into life. Sadie awaits you in heaven. That I'm gonna ask you to proclaim my name. They'll say you're weak. They'll say you've lost your edge and you've gone soft.
Oh, man. Sometimes that's how people look at it.
You think I care what anybody thinks?
You think you're a self-made man, but you're not. I have plans for your life. Please, open your heart.
I'm doing just fine on my own.
Come on, man.
Well, you are still in business after all these years.
That's Satan.
I don't sell anything.
You give it all away.
He couldn't get me to bite.
Road is finally clear. You're all free to leave.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
Oh, he's gonna die, isn't he?
The road isn't clear.
Like you would know?
Apparently I do.
I don't think you should go.
It's you and me, baby.
That's one for me.
Force set free.
Don't worry, Jesus. We'll meet again.
Dang, Nick. Come on. I wanted him to get saved so bad. So closed off, so hardened.
If there's a downside to being God, it's knowing. I reach out to him with everything I am. I just know.
Oh, come on. Come on, Nick.
The good shepherd who lays down his life for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. My sheep hear my voice, and I know snatch them from my hand.
What happened?
Will you do me a favor? Drive Kayla back to Los Angeles. You're gonna have some hard times ahead of you. First step towards saving your family.
Really?
Yeah, and you have such a wonderful life.
I just wish Nick would have.
Will I ever see you again? Can I talk to you?
All the time, and I'll be listening. In my word, mostly. Hear me say, this is the way you should go. You're gonna have to be very strong, okay?
What about us, Lord?
I don't want you to pray for her, and many will be blessed because of your faith. Won't you join us?
Nick, man,
No, I don't mean just here and now. I mean forever.
I wish he wouldn't have went.
I remember when you walked up the aisle, but walking up an aisle, saying a few words.
It's actually doing it.
If you don't believe me, believe your handsome husband. He's a good man, and he loves you very much.
Seems like it.
Not as much as I do. I love you, and I love you. I love you. Hank.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna guess that Nick passed away, right?
Sorry for the inconvenience, folks. There's been a terrible accident. Smashed into the guardrail around the curve.
And the driver, did he make it?
Killed instantly.
Oh.
Did you know him?
No.
Which one? The one in Thompsonville?
A couple miles back.
There's no diner a couple miles back.
But what about Officer DeVille? DeVille. D-E-V-I-L.
Devil.
I haven't heard of anybody working around here named DeVille.
I guess we better get going. We're in good hands. Come on.
Ooh.
I'm not a bad person.
It's okay.
First, let's go back.
Go back? Where?
No diner.
Are you sure this is it?
This is it. This is the cut of the parking lot. Over there was the foundation.
This is the wrong place.
This is right.
Really, truly repent. Come unto me, all you who are weary, and I will give you rest.
And it really was him. You knew it was him.
Such a powerful movie. Wow.
How can you save my marriage?
All you have to do is ask.
Save my marriage, please, Lord Jesus. But it was something in my heart that told me it was.
Nothing in my heart told me. Not until he said he loved me.
I love you.
Then I felt something.
Ooh.
But you know, it's all about his grace. Just imagine he's right there. Tell him what you're feeling. Tell him what's in your heart.
Catherine, won't you join us? No, I don't mean just here and now.
Oh, man.
Sir, what would be your special order?
Whoa. Man, what a fantastic and amazing movie. Wow. This is such a powerful movie. What a great movie. I don't even know what to say. Like, I didn't think this movie would have me like get as emotional as I got watching this. I didn't think that I would sit here and shed any tears at first, but a lot of the things that was going on, and I feel so sad for Nick, because in his heart of hearts, he knew that Jesus was right, and he still didn't accept that gift. I think we know a lot of people who stray away from God, such as I had, and come back, and my faith is as strong as it's ever been. I really feel for Nick. You know, he could have repented. He could have, taken the offer that Jesus gave him, but he chose not to. And I think the lesson of this movie, but this is just how I'm taking it. Oh man, you have a choice. And the best choice you can make is to take that gift that Jesus asked for you. And I wish he would have taken it. I feel bad. He was the one character in the whole movie where I was like, oh, come on, man, come around. And he didn't. And it's okay. It happens. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, make sure that you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment down below the next Christian film you guys want me to watch or anything to do with Christ. I think the one you guys wanted me to also watch was the Apostle, I think Paul, the Apostle of Christ or something like that. If I said it wrong, just comment down below the right name of the movie and we'll check that one out maybe next, but we'll see. I hope you guys have a great day. And as always, peace out.